What's up, guys? So a few of you in the comments of my Pray for the Left reaction told me that I should listen to this song, Tom MacDonald, Man in the Sky. As I said before that video, I haven't really heard much of Tom MacDonald's music other than some of his very clippable songs like The Devil is a Democrat, and there was another one about like woke people a year or two ago that was going all around in the clips. So this is completely never heard it before. I know looking at the song, it's got like 9 million plays. So obviously a bunch of you guys have probably heard it before, but I don't know. I was reading some of Matthew this morning and that comment popped in my head about this song. And so I was like, seems like a good day to record it. So let's check it out. See.
There's a man on TV at a desk in a suit. He lies through his teeth and they still call it the news. And there's a man in a white coat whose medicine kills. He loves when you're sick cause you pay for his pills. There's a man at the
Wow, just off the bat, that's a lot to unpack in the first couple lines. Holy moly. He's obviously talking about, politicians, news reporters, and doctors there. Crazy. I like the vibe of the song so far. Much more kind of like a country rock acoustic alternative fashion type of song, which actually is my preferred genre. I listen to a lot of like Jack Johnson-esque type of music, at least when I want to relax. I mean, I listen to everything. I used to work in the music and recording industry when I was younger, so I have a general love of all types of music. But if I'm trying to relax, my preferred type of music is more the acoustic alternative, maybe country-ish, or maybe more islander or whatever, that type of vibe. So I already dig this song. This might go on my playlist, and we're only like 10 seconds in.
bank who will give you a loan so that you'll buy a house and then he'll take your home. There's a man who wants you spending your life online, knows you're searching for truth but controls what you find. We'll be fine, babe.
Wow.
But if we don't make it through,
Talking about the social media people, God, that's so true. For those of you guys that don't know, I've been doing social media for 6 years. I've only been doing political stuff for 3 months now, okay? But I've been doing social media for 6 years. I left my job and everything, go full-time into social media. I was doing most of my influencing around like the finance, gold and silver space. You can scroll back through my videos, see that type of stuff here. Most of it wasn't on YouTube. YouTube was kind of an afterthought. Now YouTube is my main objective with politics. But I lost a tremendous amount of stuff just speaking the truth on social media. And I wasn't even a political voice, but people ask you your opinion on things, and during the COVID time and stuff, I was sharing my opinion on that. And during the hyperinflation periods, like 2023, 2022 with Biden, I was sharing my opinions on that. And because of that, unbeknownst to me, I thought I was just, under attack by evil forces or whatever you want to say, but I was debanked. I got investigated by the feds. I got audited. I had tons of very horrible things happen to me that cost me inconceivable damage emotionally and financially and everything else. And a lot of it left me with the feeling that God was pointing me in a different direction, which is why I'm doing this type of content now. But come to find out now under the Trump administration that everything that happened to me is literally a playbook for what they were doing. The Biden administration had a thing called Operation Choke Point 2.0, and metals dealers, gold and silver dealers were within that window, as well as crypto influencers and other things. And it was literally everything that happened to me was a playbook by design, in order to crush my businesses, crush my voice, crush my influence. I was shadow banned on platforms, kicked off of platforms. I mean, how do you have a post that, gets flagged for something that it's not doing, and then when you appeal it and review it and everything, and it says it's sending it to a human for review, and then they uphold it for a violation that it's not violating? until, your accounts are demonetized and censored to, where they're basically worthless. Like my Instagram has around 10,000 followers. I grew that over like the course of like a year, from 1 or 2,000 to 10,000 was in like a year. I was on a major upward trajectory. And then I started getting hit with these false claims. I lost my monetization. I lost everything else. Same thing on TikTok. I was growing. Once I hit about the 10,000 mark, boom, complete dead stop. Posts getting taken down left and right. Eventually they closed my account. So that part of the song, sorry to stop it so much in the first 30 seconds, but that part of the song just really, it's true, man. It's true. I'll rewind it. We can listen to what he says again, but he's talking about the man on the internet that, wants to tell you how to believe.
He'll take you home. There's a man who wants you spending your life online. Knows you're searching for truth, but controls what you find. We'll be fine, babe.
Yep.
If we don't make it through.
When did this song come out? Okay, so it came out about a year ago. Yeah. I mean, I will say the stuff has gotten way better under Trump. It's definitely not completely done, though. There's still a lot of social media censorship. And when people talk about that, you assume that they're talking about, things that should be censored. But there's plenty of stuff that shouldn't be censored. Just in building my YouTube audience, I've made a couple videos on like Islam and stuff like that I've taken down because YouTube has flagged them with so many restrictions and everything else. And I'm literally just telling the truth, like citing what's in the Quran or showing videos of what goes on in like Sharia law countries and stuff like that. And YouTube just attacks them with flags left and right. And, the videos get no views and everything else. So, it's funny because a lot of people talk about the, Jewish suppression, how you can't say anything bad about Jews. And I've contradicted, Israel stuff plenty of times and talked about like George Soros and stuff like that. Never had any issues with those videos. But any videos I make about Islam or Muhammad just get destroyed. So what can you do? All you can do is keep fighting.
There's a man in a church who I really hope told me the truth. Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It don't help if you can fly. Way past the moon. And there's men here on the ground that just want to burn it down. They want money, they want power, don't want no one else allowed. We'll be fine, babe. I'll be the man for you. There's a man in a court sworn to uphold the law, but he's crooked as a fence post and don't do his job. There's a man in a classroom who should know the facts, but he's brainwashing kids, teaching English and math. There's a man in your phone who hears everything you say. He knows everywhere you go, every joke you ever made. There's a man with a bloodline that owns the whole world. Every airplane and building and gold brick and pearl. We'll be fine, babe, if we don't make it through. There's a man in a church who I really hope told me the truth. Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It won't help if you can fly. 'Cause way back.
Why aren't more musicians making freaking songs like this, dude? Like, it almost makes me emotional because like we are living in such a corrupt time. And I know, every time had its evils and every time had its corruptions, but I feel like what's so unique about this period of time is the level of connectivity we have with the internet and stuff has never been higher, but yet the censorship and the propaganda has never been greater. Like if you go back 100 years, they could still spread propaganda, right, in the church or in the, speeches, political speeches, stuff like that. But when people got together in private residences and clubs and talked, they could still share the truth. And now, like, that's not the case. And so many people just don't see that. Like, you can't say what you want in particular platforms. You can't say certain things in certain forums. And they're not outrageous things. They're reality. It's such a troubling time to live in. And instead of calling that out, you see the, political musicians writing songs about how ICE or Gestapo and stuff. And it's like, is that really the issue? Like, is enforcing our border laws really the most fascist thing going on right now? Or is, like, what happened to people like me much more a sign of fascism than an agency enforcing our long-standing border laws? Not even any new border laws, just our long-standing ones. Like I said, almost gets me emotional because it's just so outrageous. But yeah, he's describing it in a very beautiful, elegant way. And I mean, the way to the truth is the man in the sky, because God and his impact in your life is going to be the one thing that doesn't lie to you.
And there's men here on the ground that just want to burn it down. They want money, they want power, don't want no one else allowed. We'll be fine, babe. I'll be the man for you. Pray that the man in the sky's watching over us tonight, 'cause there's people looking down on us for fighting for what's right. Hold the line, babe, and I'll hold on to you. There's a man in the clouds and I hope he's looking down, 'cause there's people here on earth who trying to put us in the ground. We'll be fine, babe, I won't let go of you. Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It won't help if you can fly, he's way past the moon. And there's men here on the ground that just want to burn it down. They want money, they want power, don't want no one else allowed. We'll be fine, babe, I'll be the man for you.
Wow. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. And thank you to the people that recommended that, because that is a song I very much appreciate. And that's a song that I would actually listen to over and over in my free time. Like Pray for the Left, good song, good lyrics. I don't know if I would listen to it just for fun, or when I don't know what you would call like meditating, or, collecting my thoughts. But this is the kind of song I would absolutely listen to during those time periods, when I'm trying to relax and get my head together and stuff like that. This is definitely the type of thing I would put on the playlist. So great recommendation there. Really good song, really poignant to the times and the battle that we are facing. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to do a little deep dive on Tom MacDonald one of these days, because honestly, one of the things that's kept me from listening to a lot of his music is the imagery in some of his songs and in some of his videos kind of throws me for a loop. But like, I love the vibe and the feelings I get and the emotion that is brought out of this song, the brain waves it triggers. But yeah, I don't know, some of his stuff is much more, like you got the flaming guitar, you got him here in flames. Yeah, you see, I listened to the Roseanne Barr song back when he made that, because that was viral. But most of his stuff I haven't ever listened to. But like, see this one, like, I don't know. Maybe he's trying to appeal to the people on the other side, but for me, this screams more like demonic and not something I would click on if it was recommended to me. I don't know. Well, you guys see my feed right now. This is my YouTube account, so you can see that I've listened to all of like 1, 2, 3, 4 of his songs, other than stuff that's been played clips. So if you like this video, like, subscribe. If there's other songs that you think I would appreciate, now that you know a little bit more about me, feel free, recommend them. Maybe I'll react to them as well. Big props to the people that recommended this one. I did very much enjoy it, and it's something that I will add into my circulation of music. In fact, I'm going to add it to my worship playlist. Like it and save it to my worship playlist. Did it save? Yep. So thank you guys for that. But let's get back to work. Keep praying. I'll see you guys in the next one.